Gon' vote. Everybody gon' vote. Everybody gon' vote. Everybody gon' vote. Comrade! Labor right, them a go down, bong. Them a go down, bong. Them a go down. Is that? Margie, him a God picking. No hope their work if you touch Margie. Margie, him a God picking. No hope their work if you touch Margie. We now vote for Labour. Orange we a come out in now. If you love the PNP, who no step out for Marky G. Jamaica just come along with we. People time come, people time come, people time is up.
Only thing that's on my mind is who's gonna run this town tonight.
Yeah, I say that we are. Pledge your allegiance.
Who's gonna run this town tonight?
Yeah, I say that we
We gonna run this town.
Make the trumpets play. Make the trumpets play.
Baby girl, Mrs. G is also crying every day. I want go see PNP 1 Marky G, the next Prime Minister of Jamaica.
Where got me on a PNP? Go do a. Go on a PNP then. Come out of me along. Where you go? Where you go? You want to go PNP? Oh, come up, sir. Where got me on a PNP? Go do a. Go on a PNP then. Come out of me along. Where you go? Where you go?
I am Julian Chan from Council, here with Miss Rochester to make the presentation.
That's me.
Thank you.
It's called the washcloth. Some letters, hair packages, and then we have oxygen masks, we have gloves, we have regular masks, we have salts, we have oxygen tubing, we have dressing, every little bit of everything we have.
Thank you so much again, and also to Miss Chan.
You're ready to represent them. And of course, I'm to give up all of the South Asian farmers as well who are here.
Speaker, nowhere else in the government is a lack of policy and inept operational plans more evident than in the public transport sector. The almost 10 years of JLP administration have seen constant decline from crisis to crisis. In the end, commuters and transport operators are worse off. The Jamaica Urban Transit Company, JUTC, is in the worst financial and operational state. Madam Speaker, the state of our transportation sector has been a topic of ongoing concern, especially this deteriorating condition of the JUTC. This government has cycled through 4 different ministers of transport, yet the sector remains stagnant. Today, the JUTC is in the worst state of history, losing almost $100 billion under this administration. If Jamaica had properly invested those taxpayers' dollars, the country would have had a public transport system unmatched anywhere else in the world and the region. Instead, it is the opposite. Productivity is low and public frustration is high. And the National Happiness Index reflects that reality. This government has failed the transportation sector and by extension, the people of Jamaica. We on this side have offered several recommendations, not for headlines, but because we know of a robust, efficient and reliable transport system is essential in real economic growth. That growth is missing, and the transport sector, transport crisis is a significant reason.
WhatsApp messages in my transitions don't ask. Recently I woke up to a storm of WhatsApp messages in my inbox, and it wasn't only messages like, is this true? Oh my God, is this really happening? But there were clipped videos, and there was like contextless commentary that I saw. There was this false narrative in these videos that were basically born overnight, and I was at the center of this manufactured lie. So not only was it amplified, but it was packaged by YouTube creators, what I call the new self-appointed arbiters of truth, who have no evidence, no analysis. They just create this clickbait conviction, algorithm-fed performance, sloppy paraphrasing, content masquerading as journalism. And it spread fast. But this is not my first time to this movie. I've been here before, actually many times. And this time, I said, let me take a step back and look at all of this that's actually happening over by TikTok and all over the place, and the WhatsApp messages flooding. And I said, in the abundance of water, the fool is thirsty. That's what resonated with me. That's what came up in my soul. Because if I've learned anything in my lifetime being a public figure, it's when everybody is shouting, silence is revolutionary. And particularly in this digital age, truth doesn't just compete with lies, it competes with distraction. So we're surrounded by knowledge, drenched in information, but many of us choose to swallow these very shallow lack of substance, surface streams over much deeper currents. We chase trends, we don't chase truth, we don't chase affirmation, we don't even chase understanding, because we've become cultures of reaction, not reflection, and we rarely ask, is this water clean? We just say, well, if it's popular. So how did we get here? How did we lose the quiet compass of discernment? Why do we forward messages 10 times, 100 times without even checking its source, not even one time to say, well, let me check to see if this is right. You just get a message that says forward many times, there's a great hook, and you just send it forward. This is not an accident. These platforms are engineered for conformity. They reward echo chambers. They punish nuance. So the more the narrative is shared, the more it's believed. And the more controversial it is, the faster it spreads. And the more you put a name that's popular in the social media space, it moves. And the herd moves with it. So once that wildebeest, that first wildebeest hears that drop, that crack, that snap, that distraction, and it's not just online. We see it in the markets, we see it in politics, we see it in our daily discourse. There was a study that was done this February 2025, and it was done in Vietnam. And they found a very strong link between herd behavior and FOMO in their financial markets. And what they saw was that investors were driven by the fear of missing out, and they followed the crowd, especially in times of volatility. Does it sound familiar? Because we're not really investing anymore, we're chasing. We're not thinking, we're reacting. And so the markets are not even moving on value, but on momentum, not on understanding, but this urgent anxiety to do what everybody else is doing. It's like some of the farmers I know in my constituency. Everybody planting cabbage, so they plant cabbage. Not thinking, well, what if I do something else? Warren Buffett he's considered one of the world's greatest investors, calls this kind of herd behavior a lemming effect, especially when you're investing in the financial markets. And if you know what a lemming is, it's a rodent, and you can see if one lemming is going to jump off a ship, the entire 1,000 of them are following that one lemming, and they're going to drown. And what he says is that by following the crowd, you're going straight into regret. Because real success, not only in financial markets, but in life and in leadership, comes from independent thought. It comes from courage. It comes from the courage to stand alone. It comes from conviction, not from imitation. And this is the crisis that I see in my time, in our time, in your time. Because we're consuming more, but we're understanding less. And we're hyper-informed, but we're deeply disconnected. Right now, there are 5 billion people globally, approximately 64% of the world's population, who spends at least 2.5 hours online just scrolling. That's a lot of information that they're seeing, but they're disconnected. In business, it shows up as blind investment. Just this month alone, May 2025, there was over $10 billion that was poured into AI crypto tokens, while other local, perhaps impactful real ventures were overlooked. Why? Because those weren't sexy. They weren't trending. They weren't like, hey, you know, look at me. But everybody else was buying AI. And so that kind of ad hoc urgency, blindness, has a cost, and it has a personal one. McKinsey reported that over 2/3 of Gen Z say that, you know, social media harms their mental health. They get anxiety, fatigue, the urge to disconnect because they get, you know, so fearful. And still, the pressure to conform persists. Because if you're not a part of that herd, you don't feel like you are a part of something. But here's...
Oh, no, go on the first promise. On the things that we are putting back in the office. On the things that we are novice. On the better listen to this. Vote them out, cause them not see we when we younger. Vote them out from Kingston to country. Vote them out, cause when they win them a go dump way. We have to tell them promptly, people don't vote them out, cause them not see we when we younger. Vote them out from Kingston to country. Vote them out, we have to tell them promptly, cause when they win them a go dump way. Market G, you know you the people them really want to see a great leader who will talk to we. Put on the boat and go, they go walk to we. Yes, go march to we. Because we have some guy with them on a intention, leading the country in the wrong direction. That's why we come to make we own a selection. This we are gonna do a wedding call the election. Vote them out, cause them not see we when we hungry. Vote them out from Kingston to country. Vote them out, cause when they win them a go dump way. So we are tell them promptly, people don't vote them out, cause them not see we when we hungry. Vote them out from Kingston to country. Vote them out, cause when they win them a go dump way. We have to tell them